What is up? Okay, been a while since I've done a video, hasn't it? So just kind of a, would you call it an update? Kind of what I'm working on, that sort of thing, pertaining to knives. So anyway, here it is. I went ahead, start with this guy, broke the grips off of the Comstock 6. It was like somewhat of a flat, it was supposed to be like a flat or a convex grind blade. Broke the grips off, reheat treated it. Now it's ready to be finished. And then I'm going to put new grips on it and slip it back into one of the sheaths that I made for the Comstock line. And it'll be a new knife, or somewhat of a new knife. My red-handled Comstocks, I had screwed up and made these straps too, as we say, over too long. So what I did was I went ahead and made new straps that are more tighter, and one of these I actually had to do over twice. So I made two straps for each of these, and one of these I had to do an extra one on top of it because I screwed up again and punched the little hole for the rivet out a little too far. But it's good and tight now. I just could not, in all good consciousness, market that knife with when you're able to pull through the retention strap. So I just made new straps. So fits all nice and snug into its new sheath. That's the Comstock, the high grind Comstock that I did with the red G10 grips. Comes with a black leather sheath. That's number 5 in the line. And I think this one here is number 3 coming up. I'll have to see. But I like the way that fits. That fits a lot better. Same on this one. I redid this one. This is one of the loose ones. This is number 3 on the Comstock line. Red G10 grips. Scales, I mean. That's the knife, in case you forgot what it looks like. Okay, so that's nice and firm, I guess so we say. So the Daggers, I started last year. I decided to really get cracking on them. I went ahead, I soldered the guards on, and hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I could not decide what color or what type of material I was going to do these grips out of. My first, of course, knee-jerk reaction was my typical green linen micarta. Then I seen a video on one of the knife shows that I guess some knife makers had found some Westinghouse micarta laying around, and they started using it on their knives. And I thought, well, you know what? I happen to have a limited stock of yellow Westinghouse micarta from the 50s, left over from a buddy of mine that used to make stocks. And this stuff's actually really fun. It actually yellows at a super fast rate, and if I grind this down, it's even yellow quite a ways into the material before it turns white again. I thought that'd be awesome to do these out of this micarta, and it yellows rather quickly in the sun. You actually have to turn it over so it gets equal amounts of sun on both scales of the handle. But I thought, nah. So I took the yellow G10 and used yellow G10 for the grips, for the scales, I should say. I'll go one at a time here. This is number 1. It's a dagger that I did, the dagger. It's kind of a hand-rubbed finish that I put on it. It's not done yet. It still needs to be finished. So I'm just kind of giving you a progress report on it here. So I'm going to be cleaning that up, doing some final finishing, polishing that grip, getting it all squared away. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and have these be considered single daggers, or do I want to go ahead and sell them as a set? And I thought about this really elaborate double holster type, double sheath type rig, where they kind of tip up and they can be carried on the back. By the way, it'd be more of kind of a collectible novelty thing. But these guys here are not looking half bad. Daggers are kind of tough to do. There's many different types of daggers. There's daggers that look like little butcher knives or steak knives, but these two-sided daggers are they're a bear. You got to keep your symmetry up, especially during the heat treatment. These guys are really prone to the warpage, really bad. You got to keep your symmetry on your lines straight up and down. These have pretty much right on the money symmetry. They're both identical almost on both sides. They look really good if you look at them head on. And I'm having fun with these. I'm glad I did them. I'm glad I finished them finally. And I might be doing more daggers. Somehow I just got the knack for daggers. So I might be doing a few more of these guys. So you can get a close picture outside of the focus there. Okay, so anyway, there's that. I also got an Instagram set up, and I might be doing a video on Instagram in the future, just kind of going over how I enjoy Instagram. What I found out is that normally online communities, forums, websites, wherever, typically they have, as I always say, popular people involved in the community. And sometimes these people can either get you play, or they can get you, for lack of a better term, ostracized or ran out of the community. Would that be? I mean, in certain instances, if you become a member of some forums, I guess they have this sort of arrangement going on. So, Instagram is really an interesting dynamic here, and I want to show you something funny. I could not figure out what these hashtag business is. So here's I got a picture of my knives here, and I couldn't figure out what these hashtags were. Okay, so I went ahead and hit edit. So I'm going to write a hashtag here. I'm going to go # Behemoth Knives. Behemoth Knives, all one word. Hit the check button, and it'll go ahead and it'll check, and I can go hit Behemoth Knives, and it's all of my pictures according to that hashtag of my Seattle trip, of all the stuff I've taken. Okay, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to go ahead and edit that again. Go down here, edit, and I'll enter knives. Check that. Now the hashtag knives. What's hashtag is a # with the word next to it. I hit knives, all these different knives on the hashtag knives. And what I've noticed this does is it gets a lot of people able to see your photographs. Okay, many people out there will come and see your photographs, perhaps like your page, perhaps they may even, or not like your page, but like your photo, perhaps even follow your page. I'll go with another one here. I'll go edit. I'll go edit again, and I'll enter # custom knives. And I put on the word custom knives, and it's all custom knives. Okay, interesting, huh? I mean, it's literally limitless. You can type in the word America. You can type in the word whatever. You can type in the word daggers, and it'll put your photograph on that board associated with that hashtag, which is a # with a word behind it. So I'm going to be doing a video, I think, on how Instagram was I think it'll do a lot to change the whole dynamics of the way people interact with one another in the internet, and the way people get recognized for their work. So, well, anyway, that's my update. This is what I've been doing. Just wanted to show you the daggers. Wanted to show you the new addition to the sheath. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Thanks, guys, and if I don't get a hold of you before Christmas, Merry Christmas.